It happened. NASA found a new sign of life on Mars. Did NASA find a new sign of life on Mars? Are we finally going to have neighborhoods? Or are we going to have a second home? These are not mere hypotheses, but we've got something for you. Scientists and space agencies are in a continuous search for other Earth-like planets, and NASA really found something on Mars. Want to find out? So switch this video to full screen and watch this video till the end. Hello everyone, welcome to Tech United, a channel where you can find everything about tech. But before we head into the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, stay till the end of the video as we are going to share some facts that you will be amazed to know. Let's start our quest to Mars. The Red Planet, as we know it today, was formed by the collision of two planets. For the first billion or so years of its 4.5 billion year lifespan, it was awash in oceans and seas, even though it was shielded by a thick layer of air. However, its magnetic field eventually dissipated, allowing the solar wind to rip the atmosphere away and the water to evaporate into space. Mars, on the other hand, had plenty of time to cook up microscopic life, some of which may have died and left chemical evidence on the surface, or fled below to thrive in deep, warm aquifers. Human technology has traveled to Mars in quest of life beyond our planet, and a surprising discovery from this desolate world has offered up new potential. The Curiosity rover, which is now trundling around Mars, discovered that several of the samples are high in a form of carbon that is connected with life processes on Earth. The unexpected discoveries don't make it any less probable that scientists will uncover life on Mars. The universe contains thousands of planets, but only Earth is known to be habitable for life. Scientists have captured evidence, but the existence of life is still unknown. As technology advances, discoveries are being made, all of which point to the possibility of life out there, which will soon be confirmed with a new tantalizing Mars discovery. While searching for signs of life on Mars, NASA's Curiosity rover discovered some intriguing carbon traces. While this does not guarantee that Curiosity has discovered life on Mars, carbon is related to biological activities on Earth and could imply some type of life there. It does suggest the possibility of ancient microbial life. In August 2012, the Curiosity rover landed on Mars's 96-mile wide or 154-kilometer long Gale crater to determine the region for microbial life. While this is solid proof that the planet formerly had life, it is intriguing because no supporting evidence of ancient or current biology has yet been discovered. The discoveries were published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences journal, which explains the strange carbon signals discovered. We're finding some tantalizingly intriguing things on Mars, but we'd need a lot more proof to conclude we found life. So if not life, we're looking at what else could have created the carbon signature we're detecting, said Paul Mahaffey, the chief investigator of Curiosity's sample analysis at Mars Chemistry Lab. While scientists explain the findings, they also point out that the two planets are so dissimilar that inferences based on Earth's examples are invalid. Ancient microbes on the surface would have formed a distinctive carbon footprint when they released methane into the atmosphere, where ultraviolet radiation would have turned the gas into larger. The samples were heated to around 1500 degrees Fahrenheit by the mission's scientists, after which the TLS measured the isotopes from some of the reduced carbon that was released during the healing process. Isotopes are atoms of an element with different masses due to their different numbers of neutrons, and they're important for understanding the universe. These molecules could have fallen to the surface, and their specific carbon signature could now be stored in Martian rocks. Meanwhile, another theory proposes that the carbon signature was caused by UV light interacting with carbon dioxide gas in the Martian atmosphere, resulting in the formation of new carbon-containing molecules that sank to the surface. According to recent NASA research, evidence of ancient life may have been erased from portions of Mars. The discovery was made by NASA's Curiosity rover while it was studying clay-rich sedimentary rocks near its landing site in Gale Crater. A former lake formed when an asteroid struck Mars around 3.6 billion years ago. According to rover data, Gale's floor was a potentially habitable environment billions of years ago, with a lake and stream system that likely persisted for millions of years at a time, when Curiosity has been collecting powdered rock samples on Mars with its percussive drill from a variety of locations between August 2012 and July 2021. When the researchers looked at 24 powdered rock samples, they found a rich amount of carbon. The sample was obtained by the rover. Clay is a good indicator of life because it's normally formed when rocky minerals weather away and rot after coming into contact with water, which is essential for life. It's also a good choice for preserving microbiological fossils. Curiosity researchers discovered that one sample of ancient mudstone, a sedimentary rock containing clay, from patches of the dried-out lake bed, dated to the same time and place 3.5 billion years ago and just 400 meters apart, contained only half the amount of clay minerals expected. Instead, that patch included a higher concentration of iron oxides, the rusty-colored chemicals that give Mars its color. The researchers believe brine is to blame for the geological disappearance, super salty water that infiltrated into the mineral-rich clay layers and destabilized them, draining them away and erasing sections of the geological and possibly biological record. The rover finished its research by drilling into the layers of Martian rock before examining the samples with its chemical and mineralogy equipment known as chemin. According to the study authors, diagenesis is a chemical reaction in sediments that could have created new life beneath Mars, while erasing some of the traces of previous life on the surface. So while records of life may have been obliterated in the brine patches, the chemical circumstances caused by the influx of salty water may have allowed more life to grow up in their place, according to scientists. Curiosity's research has not only shown how the Martian environment has changed, but it has also assisted Perseverance in determining which soil samples to collect to enhance the chances of discovering life. Ashwin Vasavada, a Curiosity project scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California, said, "We've learned something extremely important. Some areas of the Martian rock record aren't very good at retaining evidence of the planet's past and possible life. The good news is that they're both near together in Gale Crater, and we can distinguish which is which using mineralogy." Experts have come up with 3 possibilities to explain the unusual carbon signals they detected in this research. According to a blog post published by NASA, Curiosity scientists described their findings in a study inspired by life on Earth, which involves ancient microbes on the surface that would have released methane into the atmosphere, where ultraviolet radiation would have transformed the gas into larger, more complex molecules, leaving a distinct carbon footprint. The Curiosity rover will continue to test carbon isotopes in additional areas that may also indicate well-preserved rocks. The discoveries will aid Perseverance and will be searching for Martian material to collect steel. Determining the carbon cycle on Mars is key to trying to understand how life could fit into that cycle, which we have done very successfully on Earth. Determining the true mass of the particle identified at the Large Hadron Collider is important, since it determines the eventual state of our universe, whether it's the Big Bounce, Big Freeze, Big Rip, or Big Slurp. Since the announcement, the world of particle physics has been thrown for a loop, as identifying this particle would have serious ramifications for other aspects of quantum mechanics. One of the reports reveals something sinister if the particle is identified. If the Higgs boson exists at the proper mass, our universe could be in serious peril. Because there are still many unknowns about the nature of the Higgs-like particle discovered at CERN, an official confirmation of their results will not be made public until they are certain that they are as certain as they can be. Because of the nature of physics, there is still a lot of data to go through despite the Large Hadron Collider being out of commission for the next 2 years for equipment upgrades. Many theoretical physicists believe the Higgs isn't the end of the road. This is a vast universe, and we haven't even started to explore it. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Tell us in the comments below. That's all for the day, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace.